And we're back, everybody, except not really, because I'm going to go ahead and fast forward through all this, because you've already seen me beat this and do horribly at it. So hopefully I don't die that many times, because the less time it takes, the better and happier I will be. And we're back, everybody. And I'm coming into this level with the fire flower again, so that's pretty neat. Pretty neato Dorito. I talked about Neatos and Doritos earlier, so we won't get into that. That was in the previous episode. The episode in which I got deadified and had to replay the entire 5th world, except for this world because... Oh no! Oh! Sweet. Sometimes I like to jump through that hammer and try to get through without actually picking it up, which you can do if you're very careful, I guess. Or it's nighttime again. Nighttime in the Mushroom Kingdom. Let's talk about late night television shows again, because why not repeat the same topics we've talked about already? That would be interesting. I would watch that. This is the second level, too, where you have the whatchamacallits there, the Lakitus throwing all sorts of spinies at you, which is always really helpful when you're trying to not be dead. Those things can really back you up into some awkward situations. Here's an awkward situation. 2 girls to the prom. Both say yes. Or you invite one girl, and then she's like, okay, I'm not gonna go with you. And then you ask somebody else, and she's like, okay, I'll go with you. And then the first girl comes back, and she's like, I changed my mind, I want to go to prom with you. That was never a problem for me, ever in my life. I'll leave it up to you to figure out why. I don't know why. I think I am the most handsome, best-looking individual ever. I'm funny. But I'm also very modest, too, as you can see. Oh, that actually worked out way better than it should have. I think I'm going to keep this fire flower until the very end of the game. That's a believable goal, right? I think it is. We're going to find out now, though, that it probably isn't, because I'm not doing so well. Yeah, that's pretty neat. Neato Dorito. I'm going to try stopping to say, try not to say Neato Dorito quite so much, because we all know that it's getting old. Much like our grandparents and the working majority of this country, getting old. Baby boomers retiring. Hey, I did that trick that I talked about like 4 episodes ago, where you get the star at the end, and then it plays the regular music instead of the doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo, all that. Hey, welcome to the snow. Would have been really cool if they would have been able to work in like snow ice physics in this game, but they didn't. That didn't get introduced into the series until Super Mario Bros. 2. Is the 4th world's the ice world there. And that's got those weird blob creatures that look like they're like vanilla ice cream blobs or something like that. Ooh, I don't know how that worked, but I'm not gonna ask a lot of questions. Oh, I missed that coin. I'm so sad about that. But we'll get over it, because we're here at the castle for World 6-4, which is always, it's a happening place. I think it was a club in later Mario games where they, like, you could go and see like Koopa Troopas like grinding up on each other, and that's a really funny idea to me. So I'm actually gonna make sure that, oh, there goes that whole thing about keeping the fire flower. No, I'm gonna make sure that Future Nick actually animates 2 Koopa Troopas grinding up on each other, because that's just a funny idea. Oh boy, I think I just... Nope, never mind. I thought I had myself dead, and I managed to sneak it through, which is good. I didn't want to be dead. That would have been incredibly sad. I probably would have cried if I died again. Hey, we're at World 7-1, which is a pretty fun world. This is actually where the game, I think World 7, maybe it's just because I don't play it nearly as much, but I think World 7 is harder than World 8 is in a lot of ways. Especially the 7-4 castle. But that's one of those things where 8-4, because you have warp zones and all that, is so engraved into my brain that I could probably play 8-4 in my sleep. In fact, I breezed through it in episode 1. Not episode 1 of Star Wars, though, which I still have not seen. Maybe I will have seen it by the time this episode gets released, but I'm gonna say the odds are not likely. Because I wanna go back and watch the entire series. I've never watched Star Wars. I don't know what killed me there, because that was not a hammer that hit me. But I'm gonna call shenanigans if I can. I'm gonna get my broomstick out and wave it very angrily at the fact that that killed me, because it shouldn't have. There was no hammer from that hammer brother. Some people use the spring to get that. I don't. I kill myself in the process. Oh, but hey, I got the mushroom when I was dead, so I think that's like an extra, that should be an extra 1,000 points right there. Getting the mushroom while you're deadified, as I would like to say. But, oh, that's problematic. I probably should have turned the other way before I jumped rather than diving headfirst into that bullet, but okay, that was embarrassing. Good thing we can start right at World 7. Not losing any ground here. Just clickety-clack our way onto World 7 and give it another go. But, yeah, I think World 7's harder than World 8, but I know that that's not how everybody feels. It's just me, because I'm the dork that plays through this game like 8 billion times in a week on using warp zones and all that. Which really, let's not lie, probably the only good way to play through this game repeatedly is with warp zones. Is there anything hidden in here? Oh, nope, nothing. World 7, I think, is the world that I know the least about. Like, if there are hidden secrets, I don't know where they are. I think there's a hidden star somewhere in here. At least I thought there was, but maybe there isn't. I'm thinking of another world. Let's maybe play this the way normal people do and use the spring and then cut across. Oh yeah. Do some jumping jacks. Do some leg squats. Work out. Mario's getting buff. Gonna lose the lasagna belly. Oh yeah. Here's a fun video you should watch, and if you click, there's cards that you in YouTube now they call them, where you get like, this is a suggested video right now. You're gonna see a card for Super Mario Frustration, which is not a video that I made. I wish I would have. I wish I was that funny, but it's this guy playing, I guess, a ROM hack of Super Mario Brothers. ROM hacks are what we had to do before Super Mario Maker Kids, where really talented people had figured out how to take the game and rebuild it and make levels the way they wanted to. And Super Mario Frustration is one dude playing through one incredibly difficult level. And actually, when I went off to college, that was when the video was really popular. And my friend, who was also my roommate at the time, Ben, he and I will still to this day quote that video. But I downloaded the ROM hack that the guy was playing and actually beat it playing on a keyboard and, well, not a mouse, but I beat the game playing on a keyboard because that's how much free time you have in your freshman semester when you're not really taking that many classes and you also don't have a job. That's life advice for you right there. In your freshman semester, don't do that whole, well, I'm not going to have a job because I don't know how much time I'm going to have. Force yourself to have a job because you're going to have money and you're going to be a lot happier that way. I didn't have money, and that kind of blew chunks at times. I'm almost out of lives again. And that would be really sad if I had to start over again and not succeed. Succeeding is good. Nick Bashy, 2015. Unless it's 2016 when this episode comes out, because I don't know how quickly I'm going to put them out. Maybe I put one out this week. Maybe I put 3 out. Maybe there's Conrad and Bean Crumpet episodes coming out. Maybe there's another Quarter Life Crisis best of. I don't know. It's going to be great, though. So, but that's when I said it. Either 2015 or 2016. The quote will say whichever it actually was. Good news is that this is an easy level, so I probably... Ooh, that was close. Maybe I shouldn't get cocky quite yet. What I was about to say was I probably won't die, but probably doesn't mean I won't, so... I don't think the microphone's picking it up, but the dog's barking very loudly right now, and it's throwing off my concentration, so... if I get hit by a stray fish, that's why. Which I think is actually something that's a funny idea, just getting hit with a fish, like randomly, like it jumps out and like smacks you. In college, we had a story. It wasn't college, it was high school. Man, I'm old. But we told this story to our friend that couldn't come up to the cottage with us, that a fish came up and jumped out of the water and knocked me into the pond, or the river, or the lake, or whatever. And it's sad to say, but that was not true. I didn't get nailed with a fish. As really amusing as that would have been, didn't actually happen, unfortunately. And this is one of those levels, I don't know if you noticed at the beginning of the level, but I screwed up. So, I screwed up, so it made me play through that part again. But I got it right on the second time. And it's funny because that weird little middle jump that I had to do was probably the most challenging thing. Probably the most challenging part of that whole level. And now we're here, World 8-1 again. I feel like we were here like maybe several episodes ago. Maybe we were, maybe we weren't. I don't know. You tell me. That hidden 1-up wasn't there because we hadn't just traveled by Warp Zone. I always love when he does like if you like push down in the right way. Mario does this like Johnny Bravo looking thing where he like shakes his arms and stuff. It's pretty neat. I'm a fan. I'm gonna put a GIF of Johnny Bravo next to him doing that, because I think that would be very amusing. I would be amused by it, so maybe like 1 or 2 of you would also be amused. The star, very important part of this level here, because it allows you to just demolish everything and just run right through. And if you don't get the star, it's kind of dicey because I feel like you don't get a lot of time for this level. It's pretty long, and it's easy to run out of time, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. But hey, another 5,000 and another good go of it. That's pretty cool. I'm a fan. Best game for the Nintendo ever is Super Mario Brothers. I know some people would argue and say like, oh, Zelda's better. Oh, Metroid was better. Oh, Donkey Kong Jr. Math was better. I'm dead. That is sad. We're close enough to the end where I can't really get away with splitting into another episode, so we're just going to fast forward back to 8-2. All right, and we're back. 8-2. Trying again now. Hopefully not gonna die again, because that would be tragic. I would cry. I'd be temperamental. Good word. Good Scrabble word right there. I don't think that's actually a good Scrabble word, because it doesn't have like a Z or anything strange in it. Trying to think of a good... I mean, if you could get xylophone, that'd be a sweet word score right there. Especially if you could get, like, on a triple word score. Oh, that would be MLG Scrabble. Is that such a thing? Well, I know that. Well, no, they have like Grandmasters of Scrabble where it's like, this is the Scrabble world record holder. Check him out. In fact, I wonder who is the current Scrabble World Champion. I'm going to put a picture of them up right now. Oh, aren't they cool looking? I wish I could be as cool as they are. Actually, they wish they could be as cool as me, sitting at home on a Friday night playing Super Mario Brothers and talking to themselves like a crazy person to then turn around and put it up on YouTube in the hope that maybe one person laughs. I think if one person laughs, this is a success. If I can tell one stupid joke or make one person, even, I'm not even going to say laugh, if I can make one person smile with this, I win. I've won the internet for the day. In the last playthrough, I didn't have to worry about this, I don't think, but there's hidden mushrooms and fire flowers in this level, which I argue, are like the most important part about beating the game is having those. Because this gets really dicey if you don't. So there's it's like the two from the right on the first one, and then 2 from the left on the second one. And with that, it makes it really easy to clear through this second part, where it's like the Hammer Brothers on regular ground. And hey, that looks hidden in this game. In Super Mario Brothers All-Stars, it sticks out like a sore thumb, and it's kind of, actually, I say it's a little bit sad, because it's one of those hidden things that's kind of cool that they just hand you the keys to. It's handed to you like a high schooler gets handed the keys to their brand new Toyota Corolla or whatever fancy car people buy for their kids these days to spoil them. I actually knew that sucks right there. That's gonna make this level a lot harder. I actually knew in high school there's this brother and sister that were twins that for their 16th birthday, their dad bought them each a Lexus convertible, and that is not what I would want for my first car, because I feel like that would be, no matter what you do from there, you're going down. Like, you could get just a regular Lexus or like a BMW or something, and it would not be nearly as cool. My first car, a 2001 Pontiac Bonneville. I drove a 2001 Toyota Camry that was my mom's for a very long time as the car that I passed my license test on, but that hammer hit me right in the butt. That's sad. Mario basically got a colonoscopy right there from a hammer, which is not typically what they use to perform that kind of procedure. Kids, if you don't know what a colonoscopy is, please ask your parents or go to your local library. Kids, a library is a place where you can get books. Also, books are these things made out of paper where they contain information, and that's how we disseminated information before this thing called the internet existed. So, again, I'm just trying to inform all the children that are watching, trying to be a positive role model. Be a positive role model for today's youth, tomorrow's future. It's a mission statement for this channel. It's number 1 on the mission statement. Be a positive influence for the children of tomorrow. Bitches. There goes that whole trying to keep it clean thing that I talked about early on. Thrown right out the window just for a cheap joke. Better than a cheap trick, I guess. Oh, I actually killed it. That was awesome. I was not expecting that to work. I thought this was inevitably going to turn into me having to start over, but I win! I win! I am the champion of Super Mario Brothers, even though it took me like 6 playthroughs to get through this. But I did it, and we had fun, and on the next episode of Bash Attacks, well, it's not the final episode. We got one more thing we gotta do. Okay, hang on. Fast forward. Pew, 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 pew. Go down here. There's another thing right there. Grab that. Oh, I'm gonna jump up and get all these coins because I need all the coins I can get. Mario must be rich. Is that why the princess goes for him? Is because he's actually filthy rich because of all the coins that he finds? Like, how much is a Mario coin worth? Like, Mario walks into a Best Buy or a Future Shop if you're in Canada. I don't know what it would be in Great Britain, unfortunately. But he walks in and he's like, I want to buy a new MacBook Pro laptop. How many gold coins does he have to throw down? By the way, this is the level that one of the 2 levels that I skipped by accident because I was too reckless in World 4 2 with trying to bypass the level rather than play it. It's like a cheaper. I don't know. I like this version better than like the 1-3 and the 3-3. But I feel like it was like every -3 level was like some sort of like mushroom treetop kind of deal. And I think this is the only level in the game that has a red flagpole too at the end. So that's a cool fact if you're into that kind of thing, and I hope you are. And then this is the other castle in the game where it makes you beat the level in a certain way before you can progress. And if I didn't succeed, which it looks like I did, I chose the right path. If you don't succeed, it'll actually make you, it'll just keep looping through it. And it looks like, despite the fact I haven't played this level in a very long time, I got it right. And now, that is the end of this episode of Bash Attacks. A little bit of a longer episode, but I hope you stuck with me. I'd really appreciate it if you would subscribe to watch future series. I don't know what the next game I'm going to play is, but yeah, there's one way to find out, and that is to subscribe or come back and check it out again later. But subscribing makes that much easier, so click that button, because cool people click that button, and if you don't click it, unfortunately, you're just not cool. And also, if you're looking for something else to watch, if you're not fully happy with everything, here's another video. I don't know what it is. You should click it anyway, because either way, it's going to be funny or amusing. So, I will see you all in the next video. Bye, everybody. Bye. The bullet beat me again.